Hi, everyone. Today I'm in a call with İnci Bozokluoğlu from Turkey. So, İnci is a corporate sustainability and compliance manager at İnca, a large Turkish engineering, construction, and energy company. And she also serves as a board member at the Ethics Reputation Society, which is basically a Turkish professional compliance and ethics network. And Inji is also involved in the Private Sector Volunteers Association, which says a lot about you, by the way. By professional background, you're a graduate of civil engineering from Istanbul Technical University and the State University of New York. You started career in 2011 through roles, design, field, and planning engineering.
Yeah.
And then you joined INCA in 2015 as the field in the field of management systems and internal audit, and you undertook your current position in compliance and sustainability management in 2018 in a newly established department. How you focus on a lot. So your field of responsibility stretches across sustainability, ESG reporting, ethics and compliance, internal audit, risk management, internal investigations, community relations, and social accountability. So I hope you have like 30 people in your department.
I wish. I wish. We are a small but an effective team.
Yeah, you cover a lot, as we compliance officers do, and
Yes.
additionally, you have the sustainability bit to it. So, Inji, welcome first of all to this call, and please share something with us that is not part of your official bio, but would be like an interesting fact about yourself. Can be from your professional or personal journey.
Well, that's a really good question. So, as you mentioned, I am a civil engineer by training. And when I first graduated, I was so certain that I wanted to work on the field as a site civil engineer, a construction engineer. And I was not interested in or seeking for a corporate career at that time. And I did try field engineering as well, and I actually enjoyed it. But it was a fulfilling job, but something was missing for me. Over the time, I realized that I was seeking for something else, something more broader. But I just couldn't name it back then because I was not aware of the other fields that I can work on. I have not get a chance to discover them yet. But later, when I started working at my current company, Enka, in the management systems and in the internal audit, through the internal audit especially, I discovered that I enjoyed that this kind of work was more fun and fulfilling for me, and comparing to being a field engineer. And that experience led me to this direction where I am currently having my role right now. So if I didn't try my chance as an internal auditor at Enka in the first place, probably I wouldn't dare having a job and having a quite hard task being a compliance officer like that. I wouldn't be able to try it and have the courage for it, probably.
Yeah, thank you for sharing. So I've thought about this and heard many times how experiences from internal audit can help you a lot in compliance, basically. Yeah.
Yes, definitely. Because internal audit helped me to realize where the risks within the company lies. So as a compliance officer, you can just build your system based on those risky areas. So it helped me so much at the first place. Yes.
Good. Great insight. We have mentioned TED as well. So the Ethics and Reputation Society in Turkey, which is, by the way, a partner to this conference.
Yes.
Can you say a few words about the association, the Compliance Association in Turkey, and your work or your role there?
Yes, I would love to. So, Ethics and Reputation Society, and I will be mentioning the name TAIDS as well. So, it's a non-profit and non-governmental organization based in Turkey, and it's specialized in integrity risk management and anti-corruption efforts. And it currently has, I believe, more than 240 members in various sectors in the region. And it serves as a reference point for the private sector in the country and helping them in implementing some best practices for business ethics and how to establish a compliance culture within their companies. And also, I'm so proud to say that TAID has a academy and a certification programs, and it helps companies to raise the awareness of their compliance officers so that they can be trained by the individuals which are actually working in the field of ethics and compliance in some multinational companies in Turkey. So it is a great program, and I'm one of the oldest graduates in the academy as well.
Ah,
Yes,
great.
yes, and now I have a course in the academy curriculum in
Amazing.
yes, ethics and sustainability. So, so it is basically one of my roles in TAID, and also I am an audit board member of the TAID right now, currently.
Great. Thank you so much, and I'm so happy to have find each other as a compliance
Yes.
association coming from Slovenia. That's great. There will be many more great opportunities, and I'm happy that we started by having such a great expert to our conference from
Oh,
Tate.
thank you so much. We are so happy for our collaboration as well.
um, okay, let's touch on your professional background. So you covered this a little bit, how you started in engineering,
Mhm.
what was your idea. So we almost always finish somewhere else compared to what we imagined, right, when
Yes.
we start working. And so you mentioned that you were looking for something more deep, something more meaningful, and that attracted you
Yeah.
to becoming eventually to discovering this role in compliance and ethics, and then this attracted you. So what would you say that drives you most at this work? Because we well know, and everybody watching that's in-house compliance or has ever been knows, there's a lot of challenges and you need a
Yes.
lot of persistency and energy. So you have to have strong drivers. Inji, what drives you?
Yes, I definitely agree with you. Ethics and compliance officer role is quite heavy on the workload, I know, but I found it easy to self-motivate because there is a deep sense of purpose that comes naturally with the job itself. And because it's a fulfilling job because you feel like you are doing the right thing and not just for the company itself, for its people, for maybe the industry that you're in, or also for the community that you're in as well as a whole. And you don't get to ask yourself the question that, what am I doing this? Or
Mhm.
why am I doing this job? Because it has the answers in it, because you are feeling like you are doing the right thing. And it is a fulfilling and a satisfying feeling for a professional. And I'm feeling quite privileged to having that feeling. And it is one of the greatest motivations that I have as a compliance professional. And another big driver for me is the curiosity. You have to truly enjoy learning and discovering new things in this role. You need to love this because I remember when I first started working in this role, people were asking me, so what will be the scope of your work? And my honest answer was, it will be everything. Absolutely everything. Whatever the company
There's no
does,
outside border. It just
definitely.
spreads, right?
Yes, and they were feeling like I am just overreacting, but no, whatever the company does, it has something to do with the ethics and compliance
Yeah,
officer.
exactly.
Somehow we need to touch base on that. So,
Exactly.
and this is something really enjoyable and so dynamic for me. It keeps the job dynamic. You don't get to have a week or 2 weeks doing the same task, doing the same thing in a row. Maybe it may not be something to be happy about for everybody else, but for me, it's something to be motivating. It's something to be cheerful about your
Mhm.
job. So that's really something that I really genuinely enjoy.
Amazing. So having positive impact and constantly
Yeah.
learning, constantly discovering, and never being bored, basically, at your job. It's not boring.
Yes, yes, definitely. You won't have any time to be bored.
It works for someone that's not just looking for a job from 9 to 5, right?
Yes, definitely. You need to be thinking about it all the time,
Yeah,
constantly. Yes.
constantly, yeah. Okay, so I always like to ask this question, and I get most interesting answers. What is currently on your schedule? But before we conclude, let's just touch on your session at Blade
Ah,
Compliance and
okay.
Ethics Conference 2025, titled "Compliance and Sustainability as Competition Edge or a Regulatory Must." So you're going to share your experiences, obviously very broad, and talk about certain challenges that we all can relate with. But everyone has their own perspective. We don't want to tell them too much, the viewers. Everybody is very kindly invited to Inji's session. But can you share a tiny little bit about the key challenges that you see in this context and how you approach them?
Yeah, sure thing. Well, I always love talking about the mutual aspects of compliance and sustainability
Mhm,
and how their practice nourish each other, reinforce each other,
mhm,
and how they
mhm,
mutually benefit to the
mhm,
company and its reputation and
mhm,
eventually its success. And now, with the rising regulations around the world about sustainability, and especially with the sustainability reporting frameworks all around the world,
mhm,
sustainability now is becoming a compliance concern. So it is one of the greatest challenge to if you are a company, if you are working in a company,
mhm,
especially working in different regions of the world, you need to comply with various reporting
mhm,
requirements. And if you need to do that in the same report, such as our report, if it's a regulatory must for you,
mhm,
it is a great challenge. So I will be talking about what we learned about
mhm,
working in different regions of the world, especially with the remote construction projects, in terms of sustainability and compliance, and how we
mhm,
disseminate our systems in those remote locations with
mhm.
different cultures, with different regulatory requirements. I will be sharing some hopefully best practices and also some lessons learned that gives us some big pains, but big lessons as well.
Amazing, amazing. Looking forward to so much. And just let's just close this lovely conversation with sharing what's currently on your schedule. Because I know it's
Hmm.
a lot, but what specifically is making you busy these days?
Okay, I would like to share two highlights that are exciting me because I don't want to share all my schedule. I don't want to scare any new candidates of compliance officers. So I will
Yes,
just
let's not
share
do
two highlights.
that.
Yes. So one is that currently with my company, we are in the process of the preparations for a series of risk workshops. This will be covering all group of companies that are active in various sectors, like you mentioned, construction, engineering, power generation, real estate, and trade. So um, the risk workshops will be focusing on sustainability and climate change risks, as well as ethics and compliance risks all around the world. So we will be having some scenario analysis, we will be have some drills, and we will be identifying the risks for short, mid, and long term, and coming up with some mitigation ideas, hopefully with the participation of all of our representatives of our group companies. So it will be quite hectic for the next couple of months for our all teams. And the other thing that I am quite excited about is the TATE's International Ethics Summit, which will take place on November 4th this year in Istanbul. And it's being organized for the 12th time. And it gathers ethics and compliance professionals from the region and brings together with the speakers from all around the world. So currently, I'm quite excited and looking forward to being a part of it right now.
Amazing. And I can see how good of a teacher you are. You share Yes, you share your enthusiasm about compliance and ethics is very contagious, and I can see that you are able to explain these difficult and sometimes heavy topics through the purpose of it and practice of it. So yeah, I can understand why this is making you most excited about your schedule right now. I wish you
Yes,
all the
yes.
best with it, and I look so
Thank
much
you.
to getting to know you, face in face in Blitz very soon, and chatting and networking and hearing everything you have to say. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
thank you. Thank you so much. And I'm looking forward to be there and meeting you and all the rest of the team in person. And I'm so excited to be there. It will be my first time in Bled, so I'm so excited.
Amazing. Bye.
Bye.